Yes, all of these other things will happen, and you'll have to rethink all of your models and move on in a new world. That was Michael Saylor talking about the acceptance of the Ethereum ETF on the spot, which happened just a few days ago, and today's video will show us what Michael Saylor thinks about the Ethereum ETF. Does he believe it's good for Bitcoin? Does he think it's bad for Bitcoin? In between the lines, he also talks about why banks might put Ethereum on their balance sheets. This makes you wonder if Michael Saylor will ever put ETH on MicroStrategy's balance sheets. This spot from Michael Saylor says that Ethereum ETF approval may be better for Bitcoin. We'll look at that clip in a moment. This was said in a recent interview, and it also makes you wonder what would happen if Michael Saylor listed Ethereum instead of Bitcoin on his balance sheet. He missed out on a chance to make $10 billion. As you can see, MicroStrategy's Bitcoin investment is worth $14.94 billion. If they had bought Ethereum instead of Bitcoin, it could have been worth $19 billion or even $20.922 billion with staking. It will be interesting to see if this trend continues in the future as Ethereum continues to do better than Bitcoin, or if Bitcoin eventually does better than Ethereum in the long run. With Solana, Cardano, ICP, and all the other layer ones out there, Ethereum has a lot more competitors than Bitcoin. Will this make Michael Saylor think that maybe we should add some Ethereum to the balance sheet? It has actually done better than Bitcoin, and now that it has a spot ETF, it's considered a commodity. This clip is what we're going to look at. Leave a comment below telling me what you think about this. If you think this is useful, click the like button. Let's play the video now. It changes everyone's plan. It's like when politics get involved. When things get really serious, you have to rethink everything you've said so far. Here's what I think. I think 2 weeks ago, everyone thought Bitcoin would be the only asset that Wall Street would securitize and offer as a spot ETF. It was also thought that Bitcoin would become known as the only real crypto asset. At this point, I think the best hope is that the crypto asset class will be recognized as real and backed by both sides. There is a business. Crypto is a type of product. A lot of different things can be used for this. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week digital trade, digital art, NFTs, tokens, decentralize this feature, DeFi. A lot of things will be looked at more clearly, and Bitcoin will be the most valuable cryptocurrency. If you ask yourself, is this good for Bitcoin or not, you'll answer, yes, I agree that it's good for Bitcoin. I believe it might be better for Bitcoin because I believe we are politically stronger and the whole crypto business is behind us. Their political power is clear, and they have a lot of people. They also protect Bitcoin in another way. So I don't think someone should say, well, there's that one crypto asset. I might put 1% of my money into it. I think that regular buyers might say, oh, there's now a crypto asset class. Let's give it 5% or 10% of our money, but Bitcoin will take up 60% or 70% of that. In fact, I think it could speed up adoption by institutions. That's good for business. Yes, a lot of other things will happen and you'll have to rethink all of your plans and move on in a new world. The crypto bill was easily passed by the House of Representatives, with the caveat that I looked at last night, FIT 2-1. I'm not sure of the exact number, but it was 66% or something. That's about 2/3 of 1/3. The bill has 484 pages. Okay, so I started reading it. It's hard to read and understand 500 pages at once, but I'm sure they haven't read it yet. It's going to the Senate, so I expect there to be a lot of discussion about what's in 484 pages. There's no doubt that they want to set up a legal process to create a digital good, define decentralization, create a digital good, and deal with the rest. This is going to be political again, but this time one party isn't going to say that Bitcoin should be limited to nothing else. We are scared of Bitcoin. You believe in Bitcoin, but don't want Bitcoin options in kind creates and Bitcoin customer banks. The only reason I can think of is that Bitcoin is so good that we don't want it to go too fast. We don't want it to grow too quickly because it might destabilize the traditional system, but one party was limited Bitcoin and the other party was crypto, and now we've got one party we're defined by crypto advocacy, very pro-crypto, pro-Bitcoin, aggressively pro-crypto, and the second party. Responsible crypto, responsible Bitcoin, but we're enthusiastic, right? I mean, that's how the playing field is shifted, and that will ripple to the rest of the world, right? However the US goes, it'll go to Singapore, the UAE, the EU, and there are even signs that it's already rippled into Hong Kong, but it may ripple back into China, and so ultimately I think 2024 will definitely be viewed as a pivotal year, but I don't see how you can view it as anything other than incredibly auspicious for the adoption of Bitcoin by nation-states, large banks, institutional investors. And there's just an explosion in global consensus that this is an idea whose time has come, and we'll be living with a lot of other crypto ideas along the way for quite a while too. I think, but none of them are threatening to us at this point. I think Bitcoin has gotten too mature, has become too powerful to be threatened by another crypto. I think this is going to be a case of a rising tide is going to lift all boats.